Hey guys, so it's Rob out at the bee yard. So this was one of the swarms that we did really early on. We landed them into one of Greg Burns' boxes this season. So they're about a month old, give or take. So basically what my goal is now, we took a peek here earlier. I saw that they're building out incredibly. So I'm gonna see if we're ready for the 7-frame Apame boxes, if I'm gonna transition them into a 10, etc., if they're ready. So the whole premise of that is you want to try and mitigate how much swarming you have out of your yard by giving them plenty of space, especially during your honey flow, your nectar flow that is. And you really want to be able to not give them a ton of extra space where you can encourage pests like hive beetles and wax moths and that kind of thing. So you want to try and keep them just at that right threshold. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to dig into it. All right, so on our outside frame, we've got a lot of cap brood, which is all this down here in the middle. We've got cap brood. This is all going to be workers. I'm using black foundation. I can see that I've got eggs and larvae up in here. So we've got a good viable queen in this colony, which means that she's only expanding from that. We have some eggs and larvae all down the outer wall side, which normally the outside, oh, actually there's the queen right here. This is the fun of beekeeping. So the queen bee is right there. She's the larger one moving through the frame. So she is a gorgeous queen. It's actually, so people denote queens to the size of their thorax, I believe it is, the length and width. And she's a tremendous layer based on what I've seen. I got a lot of the genetics, surprisingly enough, out of Greg Burns' colonies in Ohio. And it's really worked quite well. I've been extremely happy with it. So now I'm going to take, I just got a little irritation going this morning, but we'll figure that out. I'm gonna take and scoot this next frame out so I can do a little more inspection, and I'm gonna set her back in that colony for now. I'd hate to have something go wrong there. A lot of drone comb. Just wanna make sure I'm not messing her up. There we go. All right. So this is kind of interesting. So they've forced drone comb into the worker cells. So you'll see where this all looks like these big pimples. So they've actually expanded out off that cell. So I'm not quite sure how that transpires. This is the first time that I've seen them actually do that on foundation. I would guess that that box is just tight enough where they couldn't build underneath of it and have it make sense to them. The other side's very similar. I've actually got some what looks like either swarm cells or supersedure cells starting here. So if you don't know, those cells are just where the queen is either failing or trying to swarm, that kind of thing. So it looks like these bees are more than due to have another box added. Actually, I'll probably put them into a 7-frame box. We'll see where we go. That's a swarm cell here. So they're definitely ready. I'm seeing all the signs. This is just a real little one. Seeing all the signs. In another 2 weeks, I think that this colony would be booming, ready to swarm. So we're gonna try and help mitigate that to try and maintain as much of the resources in this colony as we can for the duration of their time here in the yard. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack them back up for now. Because of those 3 swarms we caught in that other video, if you haven't seen it, check it out. I'm a little limited on woodenware and that kind of thing, so I gotta go dig around and see what we got. May sell some nukes, that kind of thing, so we may document that process as we go through it, and we'll see what we got. So yeah, promising. These bees look absolutely incredible. It's all about genetics, being maintaining your viral load through mite treatments, and really just correct management of your bees. And doing a lot of research through YouTube, we're finally getting there. And this has been one of the best years that we've had in bees so far. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.